Hello everyone. Today I'm going to give some insight in some miniature painting. So I did a couple of streams on Twitch of miniature painting, and the miniature I was painting is Green Goblin from Crisis Protocol miniatures game. As you can see here, I'm starting on the green skin. I was streaming this and I thought I'll record it at the same time and then I can give my insight in what I was thinking at the time. This is only my third ever mini, so I'm very new to the hobby, but I thought maybe you'd be interested to see what a new painter thinks about. Right here I'm not actually using a base holder. There's a couple of reasons actually. One, because the base of this miniature is quite large, and the other one is when I have the full base holder, it was quite difficult to keep it in the shot. Just here I'm doing the last arm, I think. The base coat's always more tedious to get it all done. So I think once you do all the base coat, then you can have some fun with the shading and everything. Oh yeah, I got a bit of the autofocus set up here. I think later I do change up from auto. Oh, there's the box. I just showing up the box of what I'm painting. So at this time I'm actually interacting with the stream as well. So this is just put in a time lapse to go a lot far. I think it was about 5 hours all up. I'm not sure if I was painting the whole time. I did in 2 sessions, so I did 2 separate days as well. This green here was straight from a color. I didn't mix anything. It was the Goblin green color from a D&D paint. So I thought, why not? Goblin green, Green Goblin. It's got to be perfect, right? I'm using the wet palette. I find the wet palette really good, especially when you're mixing paints, and also I'm not that fast, so it's always nice to have the paint out and not dry up. I'm just trying to get just right. I think I'm doing a few coats. It must be an extra coat I'm doing now. I do a couple of thin coats so I can keep the detail. See, right now I've got the autofocus on, but I think later I changed the camera setting because I'm just testing out the best camera setting to film the painting. And I think I do put on manual focus later. Here I'm doing the face. Make sure I do not get anything else but the face with the green. I think here the next part the last part I have is the ears. And here we go. Yeah, the ears was one of the harder parts. So yeah, you can't really see off there. I'm really trying to get control, so I'm using the table to hold some of try to keep steady, because oh, there we go, got it all within the lines. Pretty good. There we go, there's a close-up of just the green coat so far. It was pretty fun doing this. The first 2 miniatures I've done were more sort of gritty style, darker style. So it was fun to do one a bit more cartoony. I'm just doing the pumpkin bombs now. Oh, you can see there on the right, there's the paints I'm going to be using. So that's the Army Painter War Paints, Goblin Green for the skin. I'm using the Fire Dragon Bright Citadel paint for the pumpkins. And I had 3 purples there. I think I end up using the Citadel purple there for his cloak later. Just doing a few coats. Oh yeah, this was actually the first time I used the Citadel paint, so I started just working out how thin I wanted to get it. I do feel a lot big difference between these paints. I do like the new paints I've gotten. I need like a pedicure or something, don't I? If you do miniature painting, make the hands model material. So here I just was sort of just making the whole thing orange, and I thought, well, I'll go on later and hopefully work out how to do the flame. Which later I feel like I was pretty happy. A lot of this I am mostly just trying things out. It's quite fun to try things, and you can always change it because it's paint, right? You can paint over it, clean it off. So I'm just trying mixing paints and techniques. As you'll see later, as I put the base coat on later, I should try some different things. Okay, now I'm painting his hood and his clothes. I also did not mix anything else with this. I just used the purple straight from. I watered it down a little bit, but pretty much it's the exact same color. So I've just gone with the colors I had because I felt like they were pretty good. Yeah, I'm using the wet palette there to keep it moist. Oh yeah, right there. I'm just trying to not get the. He has like a belt, like a strap for his bag. Actually, yeah, that's what it is. Just a shoulder strap for his bag. So I'm just trying not to hit that. Get all the angles. I'm trying there. There you go. This is me trying. I've seen there's tips where your fingernail is a good way to get the excess paint off and make sure the paint is all on the tip, and also it's the consistency you want. But it's me just trying it out. So there's not much thought process into this. It's just I chose the colors. I'm doing the base coat, and I'm just making sure I cover everything with at least a couple of thin coats. Oh, that's right. I'm doing the second coat here, and I realized that later, not doing the second coat, I forgot to do the boots and the gloves. Okay, there we go. Boots and gloves are done now. The full purple coat is done. I think I might did the glider next. So with the glider, I think I ended up using a metallic. So with the reference, I pretty much reference from the box. I like to sometimes, if I can try to use it as a reference and then sort of learn from that, it's nice to like try to do what I can to make it look as close as possible to it. So yeah, I'm just putting the metallic silver on now. For the glider, give it a bit a metal look. There's no real techniques here I'm just giving a full layer base coat. Oh, that's right, I need to do the foot strap. There's always something I forget about. So now I'm just doing a base coat on the base now. So right here, I'm just doing a black base coat because later I'm going to make it look a bit rusty and metallic. Try to make it metallic looking as well, and also like the manhole as well. I was thinking like, oh, I could make a little bit rustic or something here. Oh yeah, that's right. And I wanted to have like a black leather satchel. So while I was doing the black, I was like, well, that's right. Yep. I was grabbing the base the whole time, and then as soon as I did the black, I grabbed it again, and then I got black. So just there, I was cleaning up, and that's when I got. Now I'm using the DIY handle to try not to touch it, but sometimes I think I need to get a shorter one that I have, but I'm also trying to get it in the shot of the camera as well as being comfortable. So just something I'm working on. It's my first time recording myself paint miniatures, so I'm sure the more I do it, the better I'll better setup I'll get. Oh, that's right, and I realized the eyes on the glider are purple as well. So I still had purple left on the wet palette, so that's what's good as well. When I miss stuff, I can go back and the paint's still wet, so that was not much of it. Just had to wash the brush. Oh yeah, here I got a bit of black, or I didn't want it to be black, so just touching up all those bits as well. Where I have the purple on the brush, I might as well touch things up. Oh no, that here, I must have got some purple on the face that I didn't want to get. So I had a different brush that I used to clean off it before it gets drier. So that's saved. Doing it again. A little purple brush is my salvage brush. Salvage what mistakes I made. That I did. Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, because I must have got some silver, the metallic on the boots as well. Because I'm just going back and touching up the purple, the bits I would have went over. Okay, this one was the interesting part. I had to make this look like smoke. So I referenced the box art and I just pretty much winged it. I just kept adding different colors and doing different techniques. First I just thought, okay, let's just make the whole thing a white base coat. And then once I did that, I added some of the box art as it was a bit of yellow at the top, and it seemed a bit of like a dark blue on the bottom. And looking at it, I thought it looks maybe like dry brush it. So just here, I just started with a bit of yellow. I think as it went out, I just made it like sort of more dry brushed it. So here we go. Yep, I got the dry brush now. And just I'd sort of go back and forward and put different layers on there. Oh, just here, yep. So I got a blue and I just put some black with it to make it a bit darker. And I'm just trying it now with the dry brush technique. Just trying to get that look. So I just tried a few things, a few layers, until I was happy with it. So this is the first time I even tried something like this. So it was quite fun. I feel like you learn a lot just by doing it, right? Like just having a go. Yeah, I think I go back over with white. So I did that and I felt like I needed a bit more like dry brush of white back over the top of that again. And then I did, I think, another layer of the blue. I just kept going back over it until it just felt right. Yeah, so then I did the dark blue on the bottom again, but didn't go too much up, just to blend. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy how the smoke came out. I was pretty much just from referencing the colors and then tried a couple of pretty much dry brushing technique to get that smoke look. So I'm pretty happy. That's my first attempt at the smoke look itself. Here we go. This is what I'm trying to add, trying to make a rusty manhole. So I'm adding layer. Oh yeah, here I decided to, even though the base was I already did a grey primer. Yeah. Just here, even though I already put a grey primer on, I decided that I'm going to use one of the different greys to go over it again. So that's what I'm doing here. Just, it's a bit different color. Not that I like it better than the other grey, it's just I felt like I would use a different grey than the primer grey and go over. Oh yeah, I made a mistake here, so just clean that up. Saved. So I did make the base, I think the only thing I use a wash on is the base. I made the base a bit more gritty and sort of realistic. And then I really liked having the rest of the miniature more cartoony. So I didn't use any washes for the actual miniature itself. Yeah, this bit was hard to like get the brush up and under. I think I tried to do this and it kept moving, so I'm like, that's not working. Let's put it on this. But yeah, I was quite happy how that grey turned out. Oh, okay. So this moment was a stressful one. This is the eyes. So I could see that like the Green Goblin has majority eyes yellow with a black pupil. So first I just put the yellow in and tried to make it as symmetrical as possible. If I made any mistakes, I kind of just add a bit of green, bit back to try to fix it. At least I get one the best I liked. I'll get one the best I could. Is that even English? Let me redo that. I got one eye to a point which I was happy with, and then I just tried to make the other eye as symmetrical as possible. So here I'm just using a bit of green. Oh yeah, just here actually, why I put light green on. Now I'm actually putting some highlights. So this is my attempt at highlights. You can see on the wet palette there, I added a bit of white and then a bit of a lighter green, and I'm just sort of adding highlights here and there where light would hit. I wouldn't say they're great highlights, but it definitely adds to it. So I'm putting like on the nose and the cheeks as well, and I'm really happy how the face turned out on this one. It's tiny. Oh yeah, I'm trying a dry brush with the metallic silver paint here now on top of the rusty manhole and also on the drain. I feel like it does looks pretty nice. Oh yeah, right here I'm putting some black in the cracks to give some contrast, some depth to that. Oh yeah, and now I get the black. What was the brown one? The black or brown wash to really make it give a lot of contrast. And here we have it, the Green Goblin. Right here, I'm actually using my macro lens, and while filming, it's the first time while filming I use my macro lens, trying to show it off, and I was pretty happy the way it turned out. And the face, I was really happy with it turned out. That's tiny, and I feel like I got the eyes quite symmetrical, and I like the highlights I did on the face. It really gives some depth. You can see the highlights on the clothes as well. I was quite happy. This is my third mini I've painted, so I feel like I'm quite proud of this one. I tried a lot of new techniques for the first time, and I was pretty happy with the way it turned out. So if you enjoyed this content, guys, just let me know in the comments, and I can do more mini videos. And so while I'm painting, I'll just press the record, and it's not too bad. But yeah, look at that. So thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe as well if you want to see more of this content in the future. I can do more time-lapse videos of miniature painting. I'm also looking to do a bit of a project of miniature scenery as well, with some trees, some scenes, with some little miniatures in the scene as well. So see you later.